good, y'all? It's your boy Chris here with another Alpha Mindset video. And today I want to talk about a concept that one of my mentors and coaches gave to me a long time ago. And this is something I've always used. And it is that success leaves clues. Now, right now, you might be trying to reach a goal, trying to figure things out. Maybe you've seen some of these videos and you're motivated. Maybe this is your first time ever discovering this. If so, make sure you give me a little subscribe and a like on this, guys. We're trying to get the YouTube algorithms going, and I'd really appreciate that to help this thing kick off and get it out there to more people. But success leaves more clues. And what does that actually mean, right? A lot of times we have this fear of the unknown. We have this fear of trying new things, whether it's a new restaurant, whether it's going out on a date with someone we don't know, maybe it's hanging out with friends and going to a new place, trying to get a new job or shifting your career. Anytime you're doing something new, there's a sense of anxiety that comes with it, because anxiety is one of the emotions that helps us, protect against the unknown. Because if we go back to caveman times, the unknown was going out into the wild, and the fear was that there were animals out there that could kill you. So now, the fear is, what about, like one of the biggest ones, right, is rejection. So if you guys are trying to get out there and holler at a lady and you're nervous or you're fearful of that, because you're usually fearful that they might reject you. Maybe you want to get a raise, maybe you want to talk to your boss, but you're fearful that they might say no, right? So all these things create anxiety, and that anxiety makes it that you don't take action, right? So today, number one, I want you to first of all understand that you need to start taking more action, right? The more action that you take, the better you actually flex this muscle of going into new things and trying different things, right? So the more that you get comfortable being uncomfortable and trying new things, the better you're going to be at it. So if you're not doing that, if you're constantly in your head stopping, right, you need to make sure that you just on a daily basis take action. So this is why I started to form the habits that I did. So I talk about them in other videos because they're really, really important, right? It's really hard to work out every single day. It's really hard to take cold showers every day. It's really hard to meditate every day. It's really hard to shoot these videos every day, right? But why do I do it? Because I'm trying to flex that muscle, which is consistency, congruency, and alignment, right? So if I can prioritize what's important, right, then I can make sure that my energy goes into those things. So right now, you guys might be trying to work towards new goals, but maybe you have some distractions that are happening. Maybe your family's getting involved with something. Maybe your boss is pulling you into something else into your work. Maybe you're trying to start a new diet, but all the people around you, your social settings, keep making it into this situation where, they're pushing food on you and you don't know how to say no and stay committed to your goals. So what I realized was that just like anything else, right, a skill is a habit that you just are gonna do until it becomes something that you're very proficient at. So if you're not good at something right now, it doesn't mean that you're actually bad at anything, right? It just means that you need more repetition until you get better at it, right? And so I like to use this analogy about going into the fear of the unknown, right? So when you don't know what's gonna happen, sometimes you think the worst case scenario is gonna happen, right? So when I was doing, I played college baseball. When I was done college baseball, I was trying to find another sport. I wanted to be athletic. I had to dream of being a pro athlete at something. So I was like, man, I'm going to do this jiu-jitsu thing and like Muay Thai. I'm going to be an MMA fighter. Little did I know, it's not that easy to become an MMA fighter. You can't just pick up this sport and then just because you're athletic all of a sudden be great, all right? It's that's how I thought, and it was kind of funny. But I learned a lot of lessons in the next year and a half into 2 years of training in the gym doing MMA, right? Number one was that I got really comfortable being uncomfortable, meaning when we were in jiu-jitsu, one of the best positions that I felt comfortable at was on guard, right? Laying on your back and somebody's on top of you. I always felt comfortable in that position because I learned how to do arm bars and chokeholds from that position. So when someone put me there, they thought they had the upper hand, but I knew in the back of my head, if I just got them tired, I could trap one of their arms and then they wouldn't have the energy to be able to defend my attack, right? So that's one of the things that they talk about in the art of war, right, is to look weak sometimes so that you can then go in the attack and be strong other times, right? Don't quote me exactly on that one because I don't have the book in front of me, but using that concept of not like a lot of you guys are out there peacocking, trying to look like you're strong, and then you're protecting your weakness, but in reality, sometimes it's okay to actually sit on your back foot, right? It's okay. Like, I like to look at how like millionaires move, right? So like, if you really watch them, like, they don't be flashing their money, right? They don't show you the money, but like, people that know, people that recognize real, they peep the things that they need to see to understand if somebody's doing the things that they need to follow, right? So you need to understand that, right? The people that are being all flashy and peacocky, you know, what they're really trying to do is show something, right? Show something that they're not, right? To protect their insecurities, right? So if that's you doing that right now, I want you to stop, because you're wasting money, man. Like, that money, like, you're trying to show out for people for no reason. Like, you don't need all the Jordans. You don't need like all the jerseys and watches, and like, you don't need like crazy whips and like all that stuff. You need to find the things that are actually going to bring you happiness, things that you actually enjoy, right? And then invest in that. So like, I got a truck that I really love. Like, I love driving my truck. Like, there's not another truck. Like, people be trying to pull up on me. I'm good, dog. Like, I'm chilling. I'm in my John. Like, I'm about to whip out on this. Like, I got the music, right? I be riding, right? So success leaves clues, right? So what you got to realize, the next part to this, guys, is after you step into the fear of your failures, right? Because what you got to realize is that you're fearing something that you actually need, right? You're fearing something that you actually need. So I was afraid to get hit in Muay Thai. I was afraid that if Clay like landed, not like a hook, because I was okay with the landing. I knew what kind of game that was. I knew when I was stepping in there, I was going to get punched in the face. I did not want to get kneed in the face, and I did not want to get kicked in the face, right? Like, I thought, like, legit, like, in my brain, that my head would explode. I know it sounds crazy, right? I know it sounds crazy, but like, legit, I thought if he landed like a good kick on me, like, my head could explode. Like, that sounds crazy, but that's where my brain was at, right? So one day we're fighting, and like, I'm getting at him, I'm hitting him with some counters. He's recognizing, oh, okay, Chris has gotten a little bit better in this time, so he stops taking it easy on me. The problem is, I didn't know he was taking it easy on me. So next thing you know, I've got myself in a nice little scuffle, and I go on the attack. I land a couple good ones, but then Clay goes on the attack, and man, he lays it on me. First, he puts a nice combo on me, puts a knee into the chest, and then before I know it, lands a hook. And then before I knew it, his kick was coming smack dab right into the face, caught me into the chin. And I was like, damn, right? I just like fell down on the mat. And I was like, all right, we're going to let the clock run out on this one. I need a time out. Because I got checked to make sure my body is here and my soul is still in my body. Because I think you just kicked my soul out of my body. So I realized that my head stayed on, though. That was the best part. My head was still there. It didn't explode. It hurt like hell. I was able to get through it, but I no longer was afraid of getting kneed in the face. I was no longer afraid of getting kicked in the face. So therefore, I fought more loose. I was able to actually enjoy the sport a lot more. I did turn up more, and then Clay would turn up more, so I never really got at that advantage, because if I just showed that I was a little bit better, Clay would just turn more on and kick my ass even more. So that's a thing, that's a beauty lesson in anything, is guys, like, you guys are always looking for a sport or to do something or an activity where you actually are winning all the time and feeling good. Like, why don't you engage sometimes in things that you're not good at? Why don't you engage in some things every once in a while when your mental fortitude is actually tested a little bit more, because that is actually where you grow. So I grew in Muay Thai kickboxing because I knew that I was much more tougher than I was when I first walked in there, because, you know, man, if I can fight with a guy who's fighting, you know, pro in Japan and Europe, like, I feel pretty confident in my abilities to protect myself and my family, right? So the biggest thing I always want to say is, guys, like, can you do that right now? Like, a lot of times, like, people don't realize, like, when you get on the ground and you start wrestling, like, it's really, really hard. Like, and if you get yourself in a situation right now, like, what kind of shape are you in? So a lot of people think about working out as like a vanity thing, but today I was smashing my workout, right? 20 minutes, I had jury duty, still made it to the workout, still smashed it like a savage. And the thing is, success leaves clues, because like, when I'm walking around, like, people watch, right? They see the drip. And when I mean drip, I'm not talking about jewelry, I'm not talking about expensive stuff, I'm talking about the drip of the swag that's just coming off. Like, oozing swag and confidence because I know that like, and the thing is, it's not even like, oh, confidence in myself. It's like confidence that I'm about to do the work, right? Like I'm so, like today I had my music on, I had my 90s hip hop on. It was like Tupac and Biggie, Eminem, and like I was turned up and I was just like bumping, right? So I'm getting ready to go upstairs and everybody's just watching me. I got the workout going, I'm hitting it. Guy next to me starts talking to me, we exchange information, I'm high-fiving him. Like people want to be around people who got energy, man. Like people, because like most people are just walking around this world like super negative, super low frequency, and like when you guys do the work that I'm talking about, like actually putting this stuff into action, you're going to start seeing that you're going to start vibing on a different level, and people are going to start vibing with you differently. So like the thing is that I don't even have to work hard anymore for opportunities to open up. Like just walking around being myself, like engaging with people, I constantly have opportunities for new business, opportunities for new networking, opportunities for new friendships, right? Because like I'm out here trying to help other people get better. And when you start doing that, success, the clues are going to be around you. The people are going to start coming to you. You're trying to talk to people right now. People need to be coming to you. That's when you know you're winning. That's when you know the stuff that you're doing is working. That's when you know that your habits are changing because everybody around you starts wanting to get on your level. Everybody around you starts wanting to do the work that you're doing, or at least want to know what you're doing and how they can get involved in it. So right now, guys, if you're out there and you're afraid to take action, you got to understand, number one, start taking more action, right? The more you do it, the better you'll be at it. Number two, success is going to leave clues. When you start taking that action and habits start forming, people are going to start noticing. Energies are going to start changing. Your life is going to start changing. You're going to get more opportunities and you're going to be able to change your life and really put yourself in a good position. So if you're ready to go all in on the stuff that I'm talking about, it's time to level up, man, and it's time to get it done. So let's go.